Did we just witness the end of a dynasty? Ladies and gentlemen, I think we just did. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be giving you guys the results of WWE Night of Champions 2023. All I gotta say is, holy fucking shit. What the fuck did we just witness? If you guys remember, this past week, in my prediction video, I said that history was going to be made. Tonight, right now, history was fucking made. But before we get into the results, guys, we are 30 subs away from 200. We're drawing closer and closer to the goal. And as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does indeed get to 200 subs, I will open up this Korean Strike of Neos booster box in its entirety on the channel, on the hopes to potentially pull that guy, Elemental Hero Air Neos. If this channel gets to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box that I got from my partners at Collector Store, so be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below, on the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, Red Eyes, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if the channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box that I also got from my partners at Collector Store in its entirety, on the hopes to potentially pull my second ever collector's rare, because if you guys missed out on my Genesis Impact box opening, which I recommend you guys watch, I pulled this guy, this card, a collector's rare, Beat Cop from the Underworld, that I do plan to get graded at some point. So if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more premium live event predictions and results, maybe you guys want more card discussions, WWE topic videos, deck profiles, episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's biggest issue, episodes of WWE's biggest issue, maybe even ban list reveals, which we finally got the fucking ban list today. It's about fucking time. I will be doing a full review of it later on today. I don't know what time, but I will be doing it, so make sure you guys get ready for that. So if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys have not done so already, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and be sure to follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below, answering the question of the day, which is this: what was your favorite match of the whole card? Let me know down in the comments below, and also why? Why was it your favorite match? Let me know down in the comments below. And we kick things off with the finals of the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament that featured Monday Night Raw's Seth freaking Rollins, and of course SmackDown's the phenomenal AJ Styles. This was a match that we never thought we would ever see again in WWE, because last time was back in 2019 when Rollins defended the Universal title against AJ Styles. This was pretty much back and forth as we expected. Not much else to say about it. I will be going in depth with this card on Monday's episode of WWE's Biggest Issue, so make sure you guys get ready for that. But this was absolutely insane. Near fall after near fall, finisher after finisher. This was non-stop action. But in the end, even with a hurt knee, Seth Rollins was able to hit AJ Styles with the stomp to win the World Heavyweight title, and thus a new era on Raw has begun. Congrats to Seth Rollins. Next up, since we're on the topic of Seth freaking Rollins, we got the man Becky Lynch and the Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. I never would have imagined that we would have a match where generations collide between a current Hall of Famer in Trish Stratus and a future Hall of Famer in Becky Lynch. Honestly, this was basically everything we had expected for the most part, but once we got to the final moments of the match, it was such bullshit. Like, the highest of bullshit you could think of. With the help of Zoe Stark attending Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, hitting Lynch with the move that she calls the Z360, Trish was able to defeat Becky Lynch with Stratusfaction to pick up a huge victory over the former multi-time women's champion. I have a feeling this is far from done, which ties into the question: is Lita going to get involved, and who is she going to side with? Is she going to side with Becky Lynch, or is she going to side with her BFF Trish Stratus? That remains to be seen. But we move on to the Intercontinental title between the champion Gunther and Mustafa Ali, competing once again in his homeland in Saudi Arabia. I believe he's technically from Iran, I believe, if I remember correctly. I believe so. I believe he is. I think he was born and raised in Tehran, Iran, but decided to reside in Chicago. I think I don't remember, but obviously we know that Ali eliminated both Bronson Reed and Ricochet simultaneously to win a battle royal a couple weeks ago, and Gunther even said it best that Ali is the rightful challenger for his title. But let's be real, it was hardly even close. Like, it was hardly even close. Gunther practically dominated that match, defeating Mustafa Ali with a powerbomb to retain the Intercontinental title. Thus, his reign continues. Speaking of reigns, we move on to the Raw Women's title between the champion Bianca Belair and the challenger Asuka, and this was interesting because Bianca Belair held the title for over 400 days, not only breaking Becky Lynch's record, but let's see. Let's see. Um, 419 as of right now, she went 419 days as champion. But the question is, did she retain the title? No. Sadly, she did not. This was basically everything we had expected from Asuka. This was back and forth. Everything we had expected from Bianca. Non-stop action. Bianca even dodged the mist of Asuka the first time, but she was not able to dodge it the second time as she decided to take a page, as Asuka decided to take a page out of the Great Muda's playbook, take the mist, put it on her fingers, on her hand, and as Bianca was about to hit the KOD, smothers the eyes of Bianca Belair with the mist, and was able to not only defeat Bianca Belair but become a three-time Raw Women's Champion. Like, I don't know. I honestly do not know. That was insane. It was absolutely insanity. Congrats to Asuka and honestly, congrats to Bianca Belair on having such a historic run as Raw Women's Champion. Big props to her. But speaking of the women's title, we got the SmackDown Women's title up next. Rhea Ripley and Natalya. This was not even close. There was like Natalya had no shot, and it was because of Dominic Mysterio. Rhea Ripley was able to make short work of Natalya, hitting Riptide on Natty to retain the SmackDown Women's title. This now begs the question: when are we going to have the titles change hands? As in, Asuka becomes the SmackDown Women's Champion, and Rhea Ripley becomes the Raw Women's Champion. That right there is the big question. Are we gonna see it before before Money in the Bank. Maybe we might see it on the eve of Money in the Bank. Who the fuck knows? All I know is that I'm having fun. Rhea Ripley as the SmackDown Women's Champion on Raw, and Asuka as the Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Absolutely love it. But now we move into the second of 3 main events. The first one was obviously the match that kicked off the show for the world title. This one was this was interesting, I will say. Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes. This was basically again, this was everything we had expected. Back and forth, absolute just pure chaos. We found out that the Exocast, I believe is how it's pronounced. Exos. Cast brace. So it's called an Exos cast brace, and it's supposed to be made out of titanium, which is supposed to be like one of the strongest metals in the entire world, hands down. And Cody Rhodes, it took him a while to find out that he can use the brace as a fucking weapon. He had a chance, but it was not good enough as Brock Lesnar applied the Kimura lock onto Cody Rhodes with the cast on, and he didn't tap out. He passed out. So Brock Lesnar picked up the victory, which means they are now tied 1 apiece. Odds are we might see the match take place at Money in the Bank. It's possible, but there's been a lot of rumors going around saying that Cody Rhodes might be competing in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, which could lead to a match between both Rhodes and Lesnar at SummerSlam, which is a very high possibility. But now we move on into one of the most controversial main events ever. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defending the Undisputed Tag Team titles against the Bloodlines, Roman Reigns, the Undisputed Universal Champion, and Solo Sikoa. Here's the thing. This was basically everything we had expected out of the Bloodline. We knew that Roman and Solo were gonna try and isolate Sami away from Kevin Owens, and then isolate Kevin Owens away from Sami Zayn. They did exactly that. Back and forth, non-stop action, but it was right around the last several minutes that made all the difference. Roman Reigns hit the referee with a spear. Usos came out, attacked Kevin Owens, and then they accidentally, by accident, super kicked Solo Sikoa. Then Roman Reigns shoved the Usos, and Jimmy Uso, from out of nowhere, did the one thing that Jey Uso never did 3 years ago. And that was pull the trigger and attack Roman Reigns. Now we know, because the closing moments, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn pinned Solo Sikoa with a stunner and a haluva kick simultaneously to retain the tag team titles. Now begs the question, and it's as Michael Cole said on commentary to end the show: has the Bloodline completely disintegrated? Has the dynasty finally came to a close? And honestly, I think it has. But there's been a lot of rumors going around as of late. Supposedly the Usos' father Rikishi is supposed to be coming back at some point to bring the Bloodline together, but I don't see it happening. I honestly don't, because Rikishi, he's doing his own thing. He's got his own wrestling school. He's even training. Get this, guys, and I'm gonna give a big shout out. Okay, Rikishi is actually training a guy that I knew since high school, and he's been working on the independent scene all across the LA County, where I live now. His name is Damian Blackwell. Big shout out to him. His actual name is Brian Fernandez, if I remember correctly. He's an awesome dude. Dude. The kid is awesome. I haven't gotten the chance to see his shows yet, but I've heard he's been doing pretty well as of late. So again, Rikishi, he's teaching young guns how to perform. So there's no way in hell that Rikishi would be able to show up to SmackDown and bring the Bloodline back together. But again, the question becomes, has the Bloodline disintegrated? And I think the answer is yes. The Usos can now finally, if the Bloodline has indeed disintegrated, this means that the Usos can finally, after over 3 years, can finally do what they do best. And that is perform at the highest level that they have done without the Bloodline. Because with the Bloodline, yes, they have performed on a very high level. The biggest problem, is that the Usos relied too much on Solo Sikoa. Now they can finally come out of their shells and be the Usos that they were destined to be all this time. So big congrats to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And again, the question of the day: what was your favorite match of the night and why? Let me know down in the comments below. And that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more premium live event predictions and results in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.